Hey everybody, this is Mr. Clapp. I'm trying to tell you how to set up your sun observations for your classical astronomy lab. Every 4 days, you're expected to watch where the sun sets. Take a photo and build a time lapse using every single 4 days throughout this engagement. So it'll take a little bit, but here's what you need to do to set it up. So first of all, I set up my medicine wheel over here on my concrete. Probably better on dirt, but this is the best spot I could find for me. I use my shadow stick to get it going. And here it is. So you'll notice I have all 4 of the cardinal directions represented. East coming out straight towards us in the front here. So east coming this way, then to the south, then to the west, and then finally to the north. And then of course back to the east again. So there's my wheel, and I'm going to use this for a lot of my observations during my engagement. I also left my shadow stick up, and I left my shadow stick up because it's going to be helpful for these observations. So what I need to do is when I watch the sun set, so let's say I look up here and I'm watching the sunset, what I want to do is line up the end of my stick with my sunset. So let's say the sun's setting for me right about here. I look, there's the sun just to the left of those trees setting. I get down so I can line up my stick with where it's setting. And granted, I have a fence in the way, but if I'm lucky enough to see it, I can line them up. And when I find where they've lined up, I'm going to take this rock and I'm going to mark that point. So I'm going to set it down on the outside of my wheel, lining up that point where the sun set on my first observation. Use a rock, use a stick, whatever it is that's easiest for you, a pencil in the ground, but I'm going to mark where the sun set. Then 4 days later, I'm going to mark it again. Then 4 days later, I'm going to mark it again, and so on throughout the entire engagement. Again, I'm lining up my stick, the sun, and my own personal perspective. And I keep doing that, and I keep dropping rocks, and I should end up finding myself with a good set of observations. And that's how you set up your sun observations. All right, good luck, and please do it every 4 days throughout the engagement.